Okay, this is the last segment. My wife, is home and we have to go back to normal watching junk TV. But it's not junk, is it? It's important. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. And there's a lot of good, meaningful programming, that I enjoy watching. So, and so does my wife. She got her own television. So, what we want to do is maybe play the pentatonic. So again, we have root 2 3. So that's our straight run. Root 2 3. Skip the 4, so we go 5 6. So it's root 2 3 5 6. Okay. Then we skip the 7, so we go root 2, and then we go into the S2L 3 5 6 root up to the E here, and then 2 3. So what shape is that's a D shape right there. So let's look at that one more time. The question is, what shape are we doing when we play the long pattern, root 2 3 5 6 root 2? Well, it looks like we're forming a D shape from the get-go. Okay, now from this E right here, if I drop that down root, it's going to go to what? It's going to go to the 6th is here, all right? Remember, it's the key of E, not the key of C. So this 7 flat here, or 6 sharp, that is the that is a no play there. We're not going to play that one. That's the 7 flat. Okay, if you play that note, you're going to make this dominant, and then it becomes the 5th of A. You play that, that's the D, and it would become an E7. You play that. That's not what it is in pentatonic. It's the 6th. So let's look at this a little closer here. What are we playing? Now our E is here, 5 root 3, right? And we're starting here. We want to do a pentatonic, so we've got 2 root 2. We can't play. These are no plays. Boop, boop, all 4 of them. Can't play them unless you're down tuned your guitar or something like me. Root 2 3, and the question was, what shape are we playing? All right, where's the E shape? The E shape starts on root. Okay, root 2, we could sub the 3 right there. Okay, but still, then we want to go down, then we want to play the 5, so it's root 2 3 5. Can't get the 6 there, so it's got, it goes right into a D shape. We really don't have much E shape at all. You can do that. You can go root 2 3 5 and then go into the D shape from there, D shape pentatonic. But you're not doing a pentatonic. You can do other things. You can go root 2 3 and then you can play a scale, or you can do an arpeggio. So how are we going to do arpeggio? What are we looking at here? We're looking at basically an E shape there, right? E shape is one up from what? From A shape, right? Is it not? Oh, now we get into the C shape. Okay, so it's probably the C shape. Yeah, it could get a little complicated there. I don't think it's a good idea to be trying to bend your brain about which shape it is. This is obviously an E shape here. If we want to complete an arpeggio, we're going to want to go 3 5 root, 3 5 root, straight up. That might be nice. So we go 1 2 3 1 2 3. Okay, then 3 to 5 root. Okay, then 3 5 3 Okay, I think we made a mistake there. So I go root 2, 3, 5, root 3, 5, root. So up here, there's a nice first inversion. All right, your E fingered E chord is the second inversion, right? And you've got a root chord right here, root 3, 5. So you just play your E, and you just do the middle 3 strings there. So all you really have to do is play the middle part of that S3XL, and you can go into a perfect arpeggio. Alright, so that's nice. And look at this here. From the root to the third here, we've got a long stretch. This is different. We've never seen this before. When trying to do arpeggios, right? This is that stairwell that we're going to go around the stairwell and then up the stairs again. Okay, around but this is a long stairwell, you know, because there's a long way up there too. So that's the E, and we also got into discussions about what kind of shapes are we playing when we do the long pattern pentatonics, you know. And like, you know, this is just a generic fretboard in case we have to discuss some relationships between things. So where we were was here, but it wasn't. We were on root was E was the root, so we were actually right here. Okay, let's see if I have a root that's further down there. Right there, E is the root for 5R. This is what we were doing. So we were playing R, 2, 3. If we wanted to do the pentatonic, it would be R all the way to 3. You have this big long interval here. There is no other 3 to do. So you've got to slide up there. Now, one good thing is that root it's open. So you're going to start here. So we've got major third, minor third, okay, perfect fourth from the fifth, from the B to the E, perfect fourth. Then we got a major third from the E to the G sharp. All right, then we have warped up minor third to the B, G sharp to the B, B to the E. Alright, so that's something that's pretty good. That's where we were right there, playing that. Last but not least, we have our favorite, the magic circle. Start shape from any string. Okay, so we got C. C always goes to E, and then it goes back into fourths. E to A to D, D to G, G to C. That's how that works. So if we have right here a D shape here, say a D-shaped root here, okay, let's use a different example. We'll get something in the fret zone. So let's say key of C, this is the low E here. We have a C-shaped C. If we start that C shape from the second string, we look for a 5 on the second string. And this is what it's doing for us. It's telling us where that shape is. You're going from C shape, it's going to go to E shape, right? C shape, go to E shape. If you're on C shape, it's going to tell you where that E shape is, right there. So now you know there's an E shape there. And furthermore, you start a C shape, 5, root 3, and then the warp changes